Hey folks, it's Raina Mermaid and
Me.
Merwrangler Sean, and we are the owners of Halifax Mermaids and Canadian Mermaids, and we are the producers of So You Want to Be a Mermaid, which is the channel that you are watching. Speaking of our channel, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out in your email, or don't hit the bell if you don't want email notifications. When you're done watching this video, we would love a comment giving any kind of feedback that you have or any kind of questions. We love getting comments. And check us out on patreon.com/RainaMermaid for tons of exclusive content, early access, programming materials, merchandise, and more. Check it out. So we just got back from one of our last gigs of the busy season, and I say busy because we work all year, but busy season is like 3 and 4 gigs a week.
It's all the municipalities and different groups throughout the year, and this is one of the last sort of ones outside of the city. So we went out and met with some kids, and it was great.
Yeah, so this is in a place called Kentville, and Kentville emailed us kind of last minute. They said, hey, like, you're probably booked up for your season, but we would love to have some mermaid lessons. Mermaid lessons are kind of rough. They're a lot more involved than just a regular swim. I have to get waivers for everybody. I need specific staff who are trained and qualified to give lessons in the water. I don't think we could do that, but hey, would you like to do a mermaid swim? We can just come and hang out with the kids and swim and do some photos at the end, and they could put some fins on for the pictures. If your client has a specific want or need and you can't meet it, it's really nice if you can find a compromise.
Or if there's an easier way to do
right?
it, because it's easier to get a pool full of kids than it is to keep an eye on a dozen kids with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So why not involve more kids?
Yeah, so we talked them into this instead. And our plan was 3 mermaids would go. They would have about 50 kids per session, and we would swim for 45 minutes and get out and take pictures for the last 15. So in typical Nova Scotia fashion, if you remember, our first set of gigs from this busy season was raining. It decided to start to rain that day, so we were a little nervous that we'd be freezing cold again, which kind of sucks.
Just like Canada Day. It was freezing on Canada Day. So
Can we please stop having crappy weather?
I mean, it ended up being all right. So
it was me and Mermaid Tuwala and Mermaid Mimi. Mermaid Tuwala, this is her second summer working with us, and she's still, you know, getting the ropes of certain types of bookings. So it was good for her to come for this. And Mermaid Mimi has been with us since the beginning, so she's an old pro, and she's
seen it all.
She can run it. She can run the show. She's my second in command. She's really great. Once again, I decided to wear a Merteller fabric tail because my toesies are still messed up, and it's hard to wear a 50-pound silicone tail with that force pushing my toes. I can kind of cheat when I'm in the fabric tails. I don't have to put my feet in all the way and the kids can't tell, so it's a little bit easier. So we pack everybody up. It's always kind of a big to-do to carpool, and it's a few hours away. It's on the way to Digby, which we went to before.
The weekend before,
And the weather was okay. You know, we got a little bit of spitting, not too bad. The scenery was beautiful on the drive up.
Gorgeous. Oh yeah.
Gorgeous, typical Nova Scotia, like really nice.
It's almost fall, but it's not quite. It's just hot and beautiful. Yeah.
So we get there, and it's like this beautiful pool and this small little lifeguard area, and we go into this room to get set up, and they've painted the floor with actual wall paint, blue, and I'm sitting on it with my bare bathing suit butt to try to start getting ready, and I stand up and my butt is blue. It's covered in blue paint chips, and I'm trying to like pick off the paint chips. Mimi had done a gig the day before, and a big chunk came out of her tail.
She needed repairs.
She wasn't able to fix it because it wasn't going to cure in time, so she was trying to hide this missing chunk in her tail. And Marie had also done a gig the day before, so she was like a little bit tired, and everybody was just a little burnt out, and we're like, okay, how is this going to go? It's a lot of kids. It's 2 hours. It's gonna be
and it was later in the day.
Intense. It didn't even start until 5 o'clock in the evening, and it was going till 7 o'clock, and then we still had to drive home, so that was a bit intense. So we get in the water, and these kids are so excited. And let me preface this by saying they charge $20 a head, which is a little pricier compared to what other clients have charged. They did that so they could pay us and also put money towards a fundraiser. So when they were advertising this booking, some people were complaining about the price, and Mermaid Mimi got right in there and was very positive, even though it wasn't our event, we weren't the hosts of the event. She got in there and was really positive and was like, well, hey, well, did you know that the child is going to have this experience and this, and they're going to take home a postcard, and they're going to get try on the fin, and it's a fundraiser for such and such fundraiser, which goes to do this. I swear Mimi must have got like 10 people because she did that.
Yeah.
It was great. So everybody came, they were really positive. It was mostly girls, and it was really, really sweet.
They were so excited.
The kids were so excited. They were really fun.
Yeah.
They just wanted to talk to us. They were swimming with us, but they really just wanted to talk to us.
They had so many questions.
The first group was a lot of younger kids, and I had like one on each hip, and I was like swimming like this. They loved, I did my makeup really crazy that day, and they loved it.
You look great, yeah.
The questions were really funny, and guess what? As with the rest of the entire summer, not a single child picked out the fact that I was in a fabric tail and the other kids were, or the other mermaids were in a rubber tail. The kids did not have anything negative to say about it. They didn't ask
couldn't
me
tell the difference.
why I was different.
Yeah.
I find I'm going to do a video about troubleshooting working fabric tails professionally, and I've learned a lot of tips, but one of the things I just do is redirect them. I say, yeah, I'm not as scaly as the others because I'm from the freshwater, or I'm from the ocean, or I come up with something, right? You just need an answer, and then you just need to redirect them onto the next topic. Hey, you want to have a race? I want to see me do a trick. You just have to keep them going. They're kids.
But some of the new tails are so realistic, you don't really have to say anything.
No.
The kids just know that it looks amazing.
They do not care.
Yeah.
I saw 100 kids that day, not a single kid cared.
They all thought it was
great.
great.
They took me out to do pictures, and you could I kind of had that suction-y thing that goes on. They don't care. They don't care. So we did the swim, and then we did pictures. We had one young girl who was on the autism spectrum, and her mom emailed me ahead of time. Our team has a lot of experience with autism. I actually have a degree that focused a lot on autism, my child and youth degree. I did work in early intervention, and then as a company, we do work with Autism Nova Scotia, a lot of volunteering. We just have a lot of autistic clients as well, and a lot of autistic fans. We're always learning about autism, so it was no problem. She was a real water baby, jumping in, having so much fun.
She was so
loving
much fun.
it.
Yeah.
A few other kids with special needs, and I really encourage people to get comfortable with special needs, because if you have a group of 100 kids, chances are 4 or 5 of them are going to be somewhere on a spectrum of a special need. So it's good to get comfortable with it and feel confident. Don't be afraid to talk to parents, so you can make sure the kids having the best experience they can have. Right?
Everyone wants just to have fun.
Have fun with a mermaid, so don't be scared of it, and everyone deserves to be included, right? So the second swim was older kids, and we had this cute little boy named Otis who I fell in love with. I love him.
He was so funny.
He had so many great questions. One of the things I do with the kids is I teach them to speak Mermish, and what we do is we go underwater and we just do this, because like most kids can make that noise, and we just will like do that to songs or something, like Happy Birthday or something. They love it. It's one of their favorite things to do. So Otis was all about that. They wanted to see all the tricks. I don't give rides when we have huge groups like that.
That's too many.
It's too many kids, and it would take too much time.
They could dogpile you. It's not really safe.
So when we do a big thing like this, we do tell the lifeguards that they have to give out some rules to the participants. One of them is that the mermaids do not count in ratios. Most pools enforce some sort of ratio. It's like 1 parent per every 5 kids, or if your kid can't swim, they have to be within arm's reach of a parent at all time. We do not count as parents. I have saved a lot of kids from drowning. However, I don't have legs. I can't just stand up and walk across the pool and grab a kid. I have to dive down. It's this whole ordeal. I don't have goggles. I can't see. So we tell them that, and we also tell them do not grab the mermaids or touch them without first asking them, because if you grab them when they're going to swim, they might kick you by mistake, and the reality of that is that we cannot feel the flukes. And if a kid has a hold of it, we may not know, and we might kick it, and they're going to get a mermaid tail in the face. So because they told them that to begin with, the kids just came up to us and said, oh, Miss Mermaid, could I please touch your tail? And I would say, why, sure, let me stop swimming and you can touch my tail. Thank you so much for asking.
They were so polite.
Just tell that to the lifeguards. Have them say it out, or say it yourself. I always reinforce the rules. At the beginning, I'm just like, hi, boys and girls, this is what's going to happen. Or you can try, it's actually really good to try to use some more gender neutral terms. So you could say, hi, folks, hi, kids, something like that, right? Hi, merlings, whatever. It's nice to be gender neutral, because you shouldn't assume everybody. I'm still working on its old habits, right? Baby steps, keep working. And yeah, just talk to them like that. And I like to do silly things they'll ask me, like, can you change into a human in front of us? And I'll say, well, I mean, I could, but I don't magically have pants, so you'd see my butt. And they think that's so funny or gross. And they're like, ew, mermaid butt. And then that's the end of that discussion.
It just ends.
Nobody bugs me anymore.
They all just laugh,
right?
walk away.
I say stuff like that all the time. I did have a lot of little young girls, like 2 and 3, grab my boobs because they're starfish and they're just like, ah. So that's always funny. You do get a couple kids that are like your Klingons, that just like that kid wants to spend the entire time with you. And some of those kids are really chatty and in your face, so you kind of have to redirect them a little bit. Redirection is one of the best skills that you can learn for working with children. It doesn't matter if you're a mermaid or not. Learning how to redirect is like basic, and I am making an online course about this stuff that I hope you will take on my Patreon. So we just had a blast. We got tons of photos. We swam. Shawnee was nearby making sure everybody was safe, and he was taking some pictures. And then it ended, and it was really, really sweet. And we came home to 5 positive reviews and messages.
Oh, it was great.
I had one dad say that his daughter never swam, and she was one of my Klingons who never left my side, and he posted in his review this really cute photo of us looking at each other. And can I just say that Sean has a knack for getting my chins in photos, okay? 50 of the photos are me like this.
I wait and then it's like, there it is.
It's like everything is front-facing camera. I'm a little heavier these days too, so I'm kind of sensitive about it. All these chins. Me and my chins have arrived. So we've had fun. My aunt came up with that saying, and I've stolen it. It's the family curse.
You just have round faces.
We do. Even when I'm
thing.
like 30 pounds
I can
lighter.
sit back and everybody
like
has them.
100
You can't hide it.
I was 100 pounds in high school. I still had the double chin and like the jowl.
Yeah. Just gotta stick your head out.
Stick
your neck forward.
Stick your neck out. That's the trick in pictures, okay? It's perspective. Anyway, it was a blast. It was a really nice way to end the season. It was my second last booking of the year. I did decide to take the rest of the year off to give my body a chance to heal. My ribs are all extremely inflamed from mermaid work. It's from doing the dolphin kick and from being in the tank and doing lots of twists. Even just moving like that just killed. So it's like the space in between my ribs are all inflamed, and it hurts when I breathe. It's waking me up at night. I'm also having a lot of issues with my endometriosis. Sean and I are actually going to my doctor tomorrow to discuss options. I'll probably do an update video on that once I know what's going on, really, because that was supposed to have a surgery. Now I'm not. I don't know what's going on.
Changes every day.
Yeah, and it's been really rough on me this year physically, and with medication and stuff. I need a break. I need to just do mermaiding for fun and not for work. So I have one more gig. It's a hot tub gig. So I don't consider it work. I'm being paid as a
Now we're still doing some stuff in between, just not high intensity stuff.
Well, Sean and I are still running everything. So I'm going to be on site at gigs, being a wrangler myself and managing my team and taking pictures. I still run all the back end of the company. I deal with all the emails, I deal with all the finances, I deal with all the promotion, all that stuff. I'm still doing all that stuff. I'm just not doing birthday parties or bookings for the rest of the year. I say that, and I may pick up like 1 or 2 if I really think I can handle it.
Plus, I mean, you've got a new tail on the way. We're going to be going to Mexico in October. There's a lot of stuff on the go. It's just we're trying to relax a little.
I need to reel it in. I need to find that thing called belly.
We have been going so flat out. I swear I have 30 videos to make, and I'm never going to get them all done.
I thought you were going to say I have new gray hair.
I have a lot of gray hair because it's not this isn't that.
It's just a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, that was our trip to Kentville and a little mini update on everything that we've been doing with. We have loads and loads and loads of more videos for you. Please stay with us. We've been putting out roughly 1 a week. We're trying to get back into our 2-week schedule. We have the content. We just don't have the time right now to edit everything. We work full-time jobs as well, which I'm going to be doing a video about balancing working full-time and running a business, working part-time, running a business, being a student, running a business, and then also maybe you just want to run a business, which is something I did for years as well. So we will talk about that in another video. If there's any other types of videos that you would like us to cover, please leave us a comment. On YouTube, there is also a wall now where you can go and leave comments and questions, or you can like leave me a comment or question on Facebook as well. I will tell you that I do not have time to answer emails. I've been getting a lot of emails lately, people asking for advice. I have put videos out, there's blogs out, I have 3 published books. You can also hit me up on Patreon. I'm sorry, I can't give any more of myself away for free. Like, I can't answer emails. There's just loads of stuff out there. Hit up mernetwork.com as well. It's a great mermaid forum with loads of information. So that's everything for us.
Yep.
I used my Mertailor tail for this gig. If you would like a Mertailor tail of your own, you can use my code Raina10, all capital letters, to get 10% off the fabric at themertailor.com. It also works on his clothing. We get a little kickback from that, and we're able to reinvest in our videos and things that people want to see reviewed. We have loads of stuff coming up we're going to review. We're saving that stuff for the winter because we do that in an indoor pool. It's just easier to do that all together. Right now, we want to make use of the Nova Scotia summer, get outside, get those kind of videos for you. We have a really big one coming on the California Mermaid Con. It's just taking us a little while. We have an amazing feature on Mermaid Glimmer coming. We have some updates about other conventions and stuff. It's going to be good. So hit that subscribe button so you can find out what's happening. Thank you so much for checking us out. You say best fishes this time.
Best fishes. Thanks.